I have here in front of me one of our new exciting products from the Jetwave range. This is a GX390 with the new iGX smart motor from Honda. I'll just run through a few of those things that categorises what is the smart motor from Honda in the iGX range. This particular motor is electric start, and it has a standard feature on it. It has a built-in hour meter basically above here, the ignition barrel here. And probably one of the most unique features about this machine, it is electronically governed. The machine runs only at 2 speeds. There is no throttle on this machine. It is completely governed, where it will run at an idle speed, and then under working load it runs at 3200 RPM. It has an automatic choke, so there is no manual choke necessary for this machine. We have over here the fuel tap for the on-off for travel and transport, and as I said, it has an automatic choke incorporated within this machine. And also for backup in case of any flat batteries or in a situation where the engine won't start by electric start, we have the recall assistance as well. The biggest thing about this motor is that when it's put on the load in the pressure clean situation, the engine can tell that it's under load and will run at the factory set 3200 RPM, which is exactly where we need to be for this particular reduction gearbox machine. Once you release the trigger on the machine, and we'll demonstrate this afterwards, you can tell that the motor drops from not being under load and runs back down to an idle speed. It takes about 3 to 4 seconds for it to kick in and detect that there is no load on the motor. The beauty of these features is that it's going to give you greater, longer running life, lower maintenance costs, and better fuel economy on the motor. We'll run through some of the features on the machine around the front of the machine, and then after that we'll fire the thing up and you'll be able to hear what I'm talking about. Standard features on the Jetwave frames: hot galvanised dip, fully welded frame, which we assemble in-house at Jetwave. One of our key features on all of our 13 horsepower engines and above, we have a vibration tray, which is, if you can see down here, we have our unit sitting on a Mackay vibration dampeners. This gives a protection from the frame from potential cracking and absorbs that vibration from a bigger motor. This is a reduction gearbox machine. What that means is we have a reduction gearbox position between the pump and the motor. This is an RS500 built by Interpump, which is manufacturers of the pump itself. This allows the pump to have a what we class as industrial running speed of 1450 RPM, as opposed to the pump and the motor being directly coupled and running at 3400 RPM. This particular unit produces 3000 PSI at 21 litres per minute. With this particular engine and design, we have the flexibility of providing a machine that can run from 3000 PSI to 4000 PSI and anywhere between 15 to 21 litres per minute. The style of the frame that we have here today is what we class as our high spec frame. This is specifically built for the hire and heavy trade industry. What we have is support bars and protection bars on the outside of the machine, and on the other side it has the same style of bar but is bolted on rather than being a hard weld fix, which from a maintenance point of view allows you to remove the bar and slide the motor and the whole configuration out of its housing. We have tie down and lifting points here on the frame as well for anchoring points in the back of vehicles for safety and transport. As the machine as you see it now, it is pictured here with the optional hose reel. This has an option of having 2 styles of hose reels, giving you a capacity of a 30 or a 60 metre maximum length on 2 different styles of hose reels. So anything you see on this machine here is flexible, being built to your requirements. It's just a matter of speaking to your sales staff at Jetwave and working out what best package works for you. We have the supercharged maintenance-free battery located at the front of the machine here. Working pressure gauge here coming out of our Interpump K7 bypass valve, regulator valve. We have a high pressure outlet running up to the hose reel, and we also have our detergent or chemical barb here for inducing a truck wash or any degreasers. As we stated before, this machine being a smart motor, it is quite an easy unit to get a hold of and start. There is no choke to worry about. There is no throttle to worry about. It's simply an automatic unit. Just a matter of grabbing hold of the key into your on position. Make sure your water is already on for the pump. You can hear already how the engine's gone straight to the 3200 RPM when starting up. It senses that it's not under load and it's dropped back to an idle speed. Once I pull the trigger on the gun, you'll hear it come back up again.